So according to the yogic philosophy, everything in this universe can be divided into two categories. One is Prakriti and the other one is Purusha. So whatever is everything which is changeable and which is not infinite can be a part of the illusion or Prakriti. Purusha on the other hand is the only reality, and it is the universe's unchangeable element, the soul. Okay, now the difficulty lies in being able to discriminate the real from the unreal. Okay, so this is the ultimate goal of yoga, to see beyond the illusion and to see the reality. Now a person who has achieved the state of samadhi or liberation can only see the reality. Now Prakriti itself manifests in three forms of quality or guna, which is called three gunas. Okay, now the word Prakriti consists of pra means sattva, kra means rajas, and ti means tamas. Now all these three gunas are present in every object or human being in this universe. Okay, now these gunas are in certain degree, these are present in everything. So one or the other guna is dominant other than the two gunas. Okay, now these three guna they are determining the action, nature, and the behavior of any object or human being. Like everything in the universe can be categorized in these three categories. Now first comes to the sattva guna. So sattva guna is basically the balanced state, okay, between the activity and the inertia. Inertia means not doing anything. Okay, now sattvic guna is the form of purity and knowledge. It is holistic and illuminating. A sattvic person lives in harmony, happiness, contentment, purity, then patience, and he performs the act of social service. Okay, now as sattvic guna is goodness, nobility, and joy, so most of the people wants to increase this quality in them. Okay, to reach the liberation. And now if someone wants to increase the sattvic quality in them, then they have to reduce the rajasic or tamasic quality in mind and body, and it can be done by eating sattvic food, which is like fresh vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Now fresh vegetables, fruits, these are sattvic foods, and these are pure and fresh and grows over the ground and getting their positive energy from the sunlight. A person following a yogic diet and yogic lifestyle and surrounded by positive people and performing activities which brings joy and happiness to them, in that way they can increase the sattvic element in their mind and body. A sattvic person always lives a healthy life. Okay, and they are healthy, disease free, then they are caring and intellectual people. Sattvic quality is symbolized by white color. Next comes the rajas guna, and rajas guna is the active state. Okay, so in rajas guna what happens, like it governs by the willpower, desire, then achievement, and attachment. A person with rajasic quality is always self-centered, egoistic, then passionate and active. Okay, the characteristics of rajas guna is unhappiness, then unsteadiness, workaholic, ambitious, overexcited, then you can tell they are like restless and moving. Okay, these are the qualities of rajasic guna. Rajasic guna binds a person with their like results or fruits of their action, and that brings sorrows and unhappiness in their life, pain in their life. Now even in rajasic state, a person's senses, all the senses runs behind their subject, and that way a person always indulge in the luxury. Okay, and sometimes in this state people tend to get involved in unsocial activities, and this way they destroy their life. Okay, now we can see, like if people can avoid rajasic food, then they can decrease this rajasic quality. Okay, and rajasic foods are like fried food or spicy food or caffeinated food. All these are rajasic food. Rajas guna symbolizes by red color. Next comes tamas guna. Tamas guna is the like underactive state. Like rajas is overactive and sattva is balanced state. Tamas is the inertia or inactive state. Okay, so it is tamas guna or tamo guna is the lowest in the three gunas, and it is symbolized with the dark color. And tamas guna is basically manifest from ignorance. Okay, so people who all are in tamas guna, they are very unstable, impure, then negative, dull, then they are arrogant, ignorant, and they are like confused and cynical. And through this tamas guna, people become very negative, their thinking become negative, they tend to harm others, they are like over possessive, and they like short lived happiness. Okay, and they are like sleepy, dull, lethargic. Okay, all these things are the tamas guna. And if we see according to the three gunas, people can be of 7 types. Okay, like people with dominant sattva guna, people with dominant rajas guna, people with dominant tamas guna, people with dominant sattva rajas guna, people with dominant sattva tamas guna, people with dominant tamas and rajas guna, and the last one is people with balanced gunas. Means sattva, rajas, tamas, all the gunas will be present in a person. Thank you.